Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Martin's Home and Garden Houseplant of the Week. My name is Sarah. This week we're going to be talking about a really cool plant. It's really unique looking. It is called the ponytail palm, also known as the Buccarnia recurvata. So this plant, he is a native to southeastern Mexico. He's actually not a true palm despite its name. It's actually closer related to more desert plants like the yucca and agaves. They are very, very slow growing and can reach up to 30 feet tall in its natural habitat in the desert. But indoors, it's only going to reach 4 to 6 feet tall, kind of like these guys. This is probably as big as one will get inside of your home. These plants are unique for their large dome-shaped trunks, and they use these for storing water in the desert because they're used to very dry conditions, so they can be very drought tolerant for long periods of time. So it makes them the perfect low-maintenance houseplant for those of us who tend to neglect the plants a little bit. Another cool thing about this plant is it's non-toxic to animals and humans. So if you have little pets at home, you have kids, it's a perfect option for you. So let's dive in to how you'll care for this beautiful plant in your home. The first thing we're going to talk about is light requirements. Ponytail palms are going to need as much light as possible. They're going to thrive the best when you give them at least six or more hours of direct sunlight. But they'll also tolerate bright indirect home. I know most of us don't have huge windows with a ton of sun, but they are not going to do well in low light conditions. So like we've mentioned in a couple other videos, you're going to want to put a plant that likes a ton of sunlight as close to the window as possible. Every inch you move it back is less and less light. So keep a plant like this as close to a window as possible. Another important thing we've touched on a little bit before, the water. With ponytail palms, you're going to want to err on the side of underwatering rather than overwatering, just because it's very easy to overwater these plants. I would wait till the top 2 inches of the soil of the plant is completely dry before you water it again. And you're going to want to try and recreate the desert conditions that this plant is used to in its natural habitat. So think about how much rain and water the desert gets, and that's how much you're going to want to water this plant. So let it get bone dry before you water it again. Watering is important. Something that's not as important, which is a good thing, is humidity for this plant, since it's used to the dry, arid conditions of the desert. You don't really have to worry about humidity, so those of you who don't want to worry about a humidifier or misting your plants, this is going to be a really good option. You just don't really have to worry about it with them. And while humidity is not that important, soil and good drainage is imperative for this plant. You're going to want to use a fast draining soil. We have one called a spoma cactus and succulent mix, and that is going to be a good one for this plant. Fast draining soils is just going to help the plant from sitting in water for too long, because that can cause root rot, which will not be good for your plant in the long run. Another way to increase drainage is with drainage holes in your planters. So be on the lookout when you buy a pot for this plant that it has drainage holes on the bottom. Just another way to keep it from sitting in water for too long. Allows the excess water to drain, so it's not, once again, sitting on the roots. Overall, this plant is going to be a perfect low-maintenance houseplant to add to your collection. It is the look of a palm without the regular hassle of watering and humidity of a regular palm. So yeah, that is it. Come by and check out all the ones that we have. We have a couple different sizes. Don't forget, we have a houseplant swap coming up on November 5th at 6:30 p.m. You can sign up on our website. It is $5 a person, and we are so happy to see everybody there. But yep, that is all for today. Thanks everybody for watching.